Yo fam, what's going on? It's Nico Fleeks, the Warrior King. We got a reaction video. We got CJ So Cool and Royalty. They got into it, no longer together. Let's see what they talking about.
I said, Royalty, get your key. You said, no, I'm not getting her. I don't have to get her. That's right, whatever, just leave.
I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but that video started.
Man, first of all, that's disgusting, bro. Let a grown woman talk to you like that, going back and forth with a grown woman. You a grown man, bro. You do not portray yourself in a fashion that would stoop low to her level, arguing back and forth with her like that. That's why she's calling you a B word, bro. Because that's what you acting like. You acting like a female that's arguing with another female, bro. Absolutely despicable.
Off of me saying, Royalty, get your kids. Talking about Jalea. What did she say? You a what? I'm a who? That's crazy, man. This is what I had to deal with on a daily. She acted like she had a lot of testosterone and not enough estrogen.
See, that's why she's treating you like that, bro. She gave you shit test after shit test. You said you had to deal with that on a daily. Why would you deal with that on a daily? Why would you stoop yourself to that level to deal with a belligerent, disgusting, animalistic acting woman like that on a daily? Why? That shows low confidence, low self-esteem on your behalf. And it's no wonder why she's calling you a B word. Because you allowed her to do that to you, bro. Women only do what you allow them to do, frankly.
And that's why things didn't work out. So I'm sorry that I'm ruining most of you guys' childhood by showing you the behind the scenes of CJ So Cool's life while dealing with Royalty, or AKA I should say surviving Royalty. But yeah.
Did bro just say surviving Royalty? I see why she was calling you a... Because you acting like one, bro. How are you a grown man, bro? Bigger, taller, stronger, deeper voice, more power, everything. You are the man in this relationship. You're supposed to be her authoritative figure. She's calling you a... I can see why. Because, bro, you're out here talking about, oh, surviving Royalty. How? You sound like a female, bro. It's giving female energy, dog. You need to boost your testosterone level. The reason why it seems like she has testosterone higher than yours is because you are exuding a character that would portray yourself to be feminine, effeminate, bro. I'm lost for words.
Yeah, there's always more in the vault. Hold on.
You already did it before. Thank you, God. Oh my God. I didn't want to call the police, but you need him. Call the police.
Look at him say, oh my God, oh my God, oh. Like, bro, you are acting like a straight biatch right now, gang. You need to calm down and run this household the way that God would have it, bro. Let's just keep going.
Now her mama talking about, I'ma call the police. Call the police then. It's my house and y'all name is not on the lease. I faked the lease and put y'all name on the fake version just so you can get your kids enrolled in school, because everybody knows by now you don't care about school and your kids aren't enrolled in school right now as we speak.
Just leave.
Why you got her mama up in there too? What, the mama live with y'all too? Does the mother live with you guys? Because that is the first sign, bro, that you got an issue, man. You're letting this... You got 3 generations of losers. You got 3 generations of loser women. And I'm not calling the child a loser, but she will end up a loser following after her mother and her grandmother's ways. She's learning it right there, right then and there. Children soak up everything around them. And she done dragged her into this. Poor child, yo. She's going to end up just like this mama and just like the grandmama. The grandmama is ready to destroy everything Jalea got going on with CJ Cool in the sense of, oh, I'm going to call the police. Why? Why do you want to bring the government involved in your family ordeals? Why do you want to bring the government into something that needs to be squashed into the family alone? See, that's the problem with black women. Black women gonna always bring in the people. Black women will always involve the white man. I ain't gonna say the white man, but the government. Black women don't never want to squash nothing and handle nothing within their own family dynamic. They always need help from the government, whether it come from domestic disputes, whether it come from child support, alimonies, welfare. Like, y'all black women just turn to y'all don't even want to problem solve. No problem solving skills. First thing you want to do is just go straight to the government every time, every time, every time. can never put two brain cells together. Y'all black women will literally destroy everything, crumble everything from the bottom up because of your ego. Absolutely disgusting.
Whatever you say is not gonna hurt me. It's my house.
Go downstairs.
I'm protecting my shit.
Go get your shit.
No, I'm
She's
staying
not-
right here.
she's not
I'm
taking
staying right.
nothing.
Yes, she is. You don't know what she's gonna do. She already did it before.
Now, clearly you can see what I'm saying. I'm saying, I'm standing up here to protect my stuff. What is my stuff? My jewelry. Everything that she had already took the last time she acted like she was finna leave in May. And what is her...
Wait, what? The last time she was going to act like she was going to leave in May. Bro, that last time should have been that last time. The last time should have literally been the final time. Don't ever deal with a broad that's threatening to leave, bro. As soon as she want to leave, tell her to leave. If she want to leave, just leave. Just like what Kodak Black said. You dig. Now, you got her mom huffing and puffing. Like, I would never have this old lady huffing and puffing about my family dynamic or about my relationships. I would have told her to, hey, yo, tell your mom to go home. Because this is our situation right here. Your mom is actually making the situation worse for you. She wants you to follow down her footsteps. Does she not have a husband? Does she not have a man that she needs to go tend to? Like, what's going on here? Is your mom a single mother? Because you're about to end up a single mother as well.
Mama doing? Coming to her defense as well. She ain't finna take none. She ain't finna take none. How you know? She just took it. You wasn't here. She's leaving. She's distressed. She's mad. She is finna take my stuff. I'm finna defend my stuff. And I'm standing here with a video as proof that I didn't put my hands on her. So as much...
Hey, and good on you, brother. That's the only smart thing you're doing in this situation, is actually videographing what's going on. You dig? Because no one's going to take your word. The moment royalty says, he hit me, he abused me, you know what I'm saying? And these women crazy, bruh. Especially these African-American ladies, bruh. They'll punch themselves in the face, scratch themselves up, call the police. You're done. You're done. You chopped cheese, boy. You're over. You dig? That's the reality us men have to deal with. Listen, guys, be careful of women like this. Do not let these stray animals into your house. They will infiltrate your shit. They will infiltrate your domain. Listen, I'm not saying this about all these ladies, but especially with the ladies that got kids already and stuff like that. They trying to make, it's like, bro, like, where the daddy at? Like, I know 9 times out of 10, you're not mentally sane. For me to be bringing in your ass, you dig what I'm saying? Put a roof over your head, put clothes on your back, put food in your mouth, and your kids too. This is a whole blessing from God, and you want to shoot yourself in the foot. You want to bite the hand that feeds you? Figures. Typical, honestly, especially for these black women in America, bro. I remember in this video that I just said, that I just posted a couple days ago, saying that these ladies really, they just ungrateful. This is a prime example. Every single video I post is somehow correlated to the grand scheme of what I be talking about in this channel. It's absolutely crazy, bruh. CJ So Cool, in this situation, you have been a boneless, spineless toad. You need to reassess what you got going on as far as the way you move with these ladies, bro. I don't know why in the world you want to bring in a stray animal into your situation with kids and all of this stuff. And then her mama too. How about you just move the whole entire family? Everybody, all aboard. Come on. You want to be Save-A-Ho, Captain Save-A-Ho, Captain Super Simp. You have lost my respect, CJ So Cool. You got to redeem yourself, man.
You want to yell, I can yell too. We both mad at this point. I had every right to be mad. She randomly was mad for no reason.
No, but you're already leaving.
But they're gonna
You're
tell you
already
not to
leaving.
leave now.
Bro, that's what they gonna do, bro. Women are emotional animals, okay? Everything they do is based on their emotion. Nothing is based on logic. Everything is based on emotion. Now, there are some women that utilize like a small amount of logic. Those are the women you need in your life. Women that know how to utilize at least a little bit of logic. But the truth is, women, for the most part, do not operate on logic. They operate on emotion. You will find some in slim here in between, far and few in between, that use a little bit of logic. And like I said, go for those ladies. But this woman right here, she's not using any sort of logic. Like she's actually in the negatives when it comes to logic. You dig what I'm saying? And I say that to say this. You really need to not ever bring in these stray animals again, bro. I think you might have a problem with stray animals.
You're already leaving though. Okay, you already leaving though. But you're already leaving.
I'm gonna tell them when I'm ready to leave.
When you ready to leave?
The going back and forth is crazy, bro. You lost your power a long time ago. You can tell by how this lady's acting.
I'm ready to fucking leave.
Okay, so keep going.
Get the fuck out of my face.
I'm not.
She's basically telling me to get out of her face while I'm in my house. Now, I do understand a lot of you guys might be saying, CJ, all you have to do is walk away, which is very true. But would you walk away in this situation? I loved Royalty with all of my heart. She just didn't love me back. I loved her kids.
Bro, why you a grown man talking about some love? Does it look like Royalty was worried about love? Effeminate, bro. Effeminate. You move like you didn't have a dad, bro. Like you were raised by a single mom. And that's why Royalty is treating you like a bitch, bro. Because you learned your characteristics based on how a woman raised you. You move like you had no dad. You out here talking about some love. Oh, I loved bro. Haven't you ever heard that men tend to be in love and women are in business? This is a thing, bro. You need to learn how to control that loving effect that God blessed us men naturally, okay? Women do not love us the same way us men do. We love women and children almost unconditionally, bro. But when it comes to men, and I always get hate for this. Every time I say this, people always hate on me. But you as a man, you cannot have unconditional love, bro. You dig what I'm saying? And I had people on the comments talking about oh, Nico Fleeks, that's not true. I've been disabled for 15 years and my wife does more for me than I do her or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I bet she don't even suck your dick no more. You dig? I guarantee you she does not. I guarantee you got the type of marriage where your wife pretends to be asleep so she don't got to, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That's where you're headed, gang. You're acting too effeminate. Oh, I loved her. She ain't loved me. Like, bro, get real. Just get real.
With all of my heart. And I can't say they didn't love me, but she definitely flipped the switch. All I will say is if she would have been able to be woman enough, to be mother enough, to tell her little kid, Jalea, to calm down and watch what she say to the person that's feeding them, then maybe we still would have been together. And I don't even really want...
Nah, bruh. See, you're out here still trying to rationalize. Like, dog, like, don't you understand you brought in a stray animal, so you got bit. You got burned. That's what they gonna do. Stop feeding and bringing in wild animals, bro. And I'm not talking about Jalea, you know, her little daughter, whatever. I'm not gonna speak about children like that. But listen, Royalty is conditioning that child to be just like her. And even Royalty's mother, that belligerent lady that we just saw talking about, oh, I'm gonna call the police. Like, call them. Because you, lady, taught Royalty to be just like you, and now Royalty is teaching her daughter to be just like her. You dig what I'm saying? So now we got 3 generations of hyenas, just like what Kevin Samuels would have said. You dig what I'm saying? It's absolutely disgusting, bro. You cannot save these type of women, bro. You need to have a woman that don't got no kids, you dig, doesn't have an incredibly vast sexual experience in her life. Somebody that is, listen, in 2025, you ain't gonna find nobody pure, but at least find somebody that don't got 100 bodies, 3 kids, 4 failed marriages. You dig what I'm saying? Come on, CJ, so cool. You're a man of resources. You're a man of wealth, a man of status. I know you could have did better than to deal with a hair hat, scallywag type of like that, bro. You could have did way better, bro. You're way above Royalty's league, man. Why would you stoop yourself to that level, gang? But hey, every man's got to learn. And sometimes you just got to learn the hard way. In fact, I would argue that almost every single time you got to learn the hard way. Good luck to you, bro. What you got left?
I already put up with her talking that funny mic. I already put up with her doing whatever she did in the past. And guess what? I was still with her, which means there was always a chance. But now...
You put up with her talking a funny mic. You put up with her talking to other men. You put up with her essentially cheating on you. What are you, a cuck? You're disgusting, bro. You're a boneless. You're just boneless. Spineless. A toad. An amphibian. Like a tadpole, bro. You ain't even a full toad yet. Bro, You put up with her talking to another man and you let her back in. That's why she's calling you a bitch, because you are one. Listen, women don't be lying, bro. The thing about women is they can be evil. They can be snaky. They can be conniving. They can be all these things, right? But the thing about a woman is she is a direct reflection of you. Your woman is literally you. All you got to do is just hold up a mirror. That stray animal that you allowed in your house and you took care of and her kids, and that's you too. You an animal too, bro, because that's what you reflect. She treats you based on how you act. Women only treat you based on how you act and what you deserve. You dig? A woman can only do what you allow her to do. Bro, you are an actual bitch. You put up with her talking to another man. Wow, bro. You lost respect in the warrior nation. Wow, bro. Wow. Guys, don't be like this guy. Don't be like this guy, bro. You gonna take the biggest L's of your lifetime. These women who out here will destroy you out here, bro. You act like this.
There's no chance. She messed up everything. Why she have to lie and push her kid to the extreme? And now the internet looking at me like I'm going overboard. I'm just getting started.
Bro's just zesty. Bro's just zesty, bro. Could never be us, gang. You know what I mean? We have more standards than that. We have higher standards. We have higher expectations of ourselves. We would never stoop ourselves to such a low level and be going back and forth with it. In our own house, her mom talk about, oh, I'll call the police. He's bringing the child involved, calling you out your name too. You feeding these people, giving these people money and stuff, taking care of them, and that's how they repay you, bro. You know, it makes a whole lot of sense. That's the type of stuff you got to deal with today. Absolute animals. Guys, that was enough for me. That was enough for me. I really hope that none of you guys exude this type of energy. Whenever you get into it with the woman, you need to understand that you are having total authority, totalitarian, authoritative figure energy in your house, in your domain. If these ladies have a problem with it, they can get the immediately. You dig? Because there's going to be another woman that comes along that's going to be ready to submit to a real boss. You dig? And that's just how the game goes, guys. Anyway, this is Warrior Nation. My name is Nico Fleeks, and I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all next time. Oosh!